both poisoned it and one-shot it.
Nice.
Interesting.
How does that work?
Because these elements take effect one after the other, so the one-shot is a small chance of happening, the poison is a large chance of happening. It got both, so it did the poison and then immediately then applied the one-shot.
Oh, so I think it was the case. I knew it was in the cell that had the one-shot move.
How many of those guys? How many of Pokemon? Not Pokemon. Blah, how many monsters in that game have a one-shot mechanic? By the way.
I've encountered 2 so far, and I'm using both of them.
Of course, and let me guess, it's a 1 in 16.
Honestly, possibly. I don't know.
I guess it doesn't give you stats.
It doesn't tell you exactly. It could be a 1 in 16 though, and I'd be okay with it if it was.
It's 10%.
Also, it's a 1 in 10.
Okay, so not counting the hit-miss rate, it is a 20% rate to one-shot, except most of them have only got a 50% hit rate. According to the internet.
Which one? Well, mine's never missed.
That was for a white Monoblo, so I guess they have a different chance then. So could be 10%, could be 20. No one knows, but you can find out.
Well, I'm using a white Monoblos as well as a Shradinacilla.
So that one has a 50% hit rate with a 20% chance of a one-hit KO if it does hit.
But I've been using the white Monoblos for the last 15 hours and it hasn't missed once.
Well, I can't help you then. I don't have the game. I'm just going by what the internet says.
I mean, the hit rate is higher than 50%. It's got to be. There's no way that it isn't.
This mission to be registered a Raven Willica.
And because Drew's not here, I can talk about it. White Monoblos is one of my endgame monsters. That's why I didn't want to talk too much about it.
To be registered in the arena as a Raven.
White Mono was broken in the first Stories game. It was actually the most powerful monster.
What is a white Monoblos?
Yeah.
Why is it the most powerful?
Basically because it has the stats of a Tigrex, a regular Monoblos, and a Diablos, but it doesn't have the same accuracy issues they all suffer from. Every one of its attacks is 100% hit chance. So basically you get all the power of a Tigrex, but with none of the accuracy issues that they suffer from.
Except that one's supposed to have a 50% hit chance on the one-hit KO move. So how does that work?
You know the drill.
It's not the case. White Monoblos straight up doesn't have accuracy issues, it never has. These people just don't know what they're talking about.
The test is simple.
Well,
all you have to do is
I assume they're coming from the Pokemon school of if a move isn't 100%. Pokemon players have this weird thing where they say if a move isn't 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate.
That's not true at all.
Which is, yeah, that's probably where that's coming from. I think it's probably a 90% hit chance, same with pretty much every attack. I think most attacks have a chance to miss, but it's so minuscule that it's practically non-existent.
This in mind.
Yeah, that's not how math works.
I think most of the heavy attacks have an accuracy of between 80 and 90%, but people only remember the times it misses, not the times it hits. It's like when you're working in retail, you don't remember the thousands of people that say good shit to you. You only remember the 3 assholes that you saw that day.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's that kind of mentality. So they'll look at it as oh, it's only 50% accurate because this mon let me down during this particular fight at this particular time. It's like, no, you're forgetting all the times that you've been using that monster regularly where it hasn't let you down. And the attacks that have a low accuracy tell you that they have low accuracy. Stuff like Tigrex's heavy charge, They are, I think, 50% accurate, but they're guaranteed to crit if they land. So you bypass any need for crit with that attack, but you also have low accuracy.
Sorry,
Okay.
congratulations.
So you don't need to build crit into a Tigrex, but you are gonna have to deal with like accuracy issues.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
So,
But yeah, don't sleep on either Nacillas. Nacillas are really powerful, even if you don't like spiders. But there's some really good low tier monsters.
Okay.
Pookie Pookie's another one
I know,
that's
Booty
just
told me
kind of
how
insane early game,
yes.
but it
Yeah, it's good.
starts
I already
dropping off
answered.
towards the late game. But even then, it's still powerful. Like, because Owl asked me like, can you beat the game with Area 1 monsters? And I was like, and I thought about it. And I was like, you've got Pookie Pookie early game. Like, Pookie Pookie will literally carry
God
you
damn it.
through the early game.
Freaking
And
brother
still-
just walked in naked starting to ask me questions.
Who?
My brother.
What?
Nice.
I don't know why.
That sounds weird.
Yeah. He just walks around
That's
the
the-
house without freaking just in a bathrobe. It's not
Well-
a bathrobe, just like a towel sometimes.
Well, I
Falls off
guess
and
now
keeps
we
going.
know. I guess now we know why the small dick energy jokes hit a little close to home.
You know.
What
I'm
do
not
you
even
mean,
going to
no?
attempt to debate that.
What do you mean no?
Not going to attempt to debate it.
Prototype MTs are as the malfunctioning MTs are only prototypes.
Also,
they are
it's
weakly
true.
armed. No major damage is expected, but we
Oh, I'm lucky.
What happened?
It's a Brachydios.
Is that a good thing?
It's a new thing.
proto as the your mission.
Define new.
I haven't come across a Brachydios in this game yet.
Main system.
Have you tried?
Combat mode.
Yeah.
The gates
Whenever I get to a new area, the first thing I do is spend the next half an hour looking for monsters.
So how does it work? Is it random encounters?
destroy all MTs.
No, you can see all the encounters in the overworld, but the eggs you get out of dens can be random.
So it's kind of like the new Pokemon games.
But you can also use paintballs to track a monster back to its den when you defeat it. and then you're guaranteed that monster's egg.
At least they made use of paintballs.
The gate lock to Block C has been released.
Mission objective achieved. System
They've also
switch to
made
normal.
good use of weapons in this game. In Monster Hunter Stories 1, your weapon choice didn't really matter. In Stories 2, each weapon has skills based on what it is, but also monsters, individual parts and monsters themselves are susceptible to cutting, blunt or range damage, and resistant to the other two, so you have to constantly be switching between the different damage types.
Please attack Zeomatrix's energy collection facility. The target is the Rectenna installation in the Hellas Plain. Solar devices blanket the area, collecting sunlight and converting it into energy for use in the major merchant cities. The goal is to undermine the public trust in Zeomatrix by destroying their ability to supply a necessary commodity, power. Destroy the facility and all Rectenna devices. The facility is guarded by cannons and a squadron of fighter planes. Therefore, we will be attacking at night, when we should encounter less resistance. We will also be assembling an MT support team to provide you with cover.
You know, I can't wait to be done with this one generation of this game, because I hate the voice acting that they used for all of the freaking company's mission briefing people. Especially this one that's just freaking awful.
Main system. Engaging
Keep talking.
What do you keep talking? Okay, so
How bad are we talking?
Okay, so most of them are trying to go for a particular accent, but you can tell that the person isn't from there and is faking the accent, because, you know, it's like 1999. Voice acting in games wasn't that great, but they are so just annoying in some cases, because they're trying to, like, focus. Like, for instance, there is one that I guess is supposed to be a Spanish person. So it has the rolling R's and things, which are fine, but how he speaks for the tempo and the over pronunciation at some points is just so egregious.
Accompany us on this mission. They're unmanned, so their loss is of little concern. Use them to your advantage.
Is that Keith?
Someone join.
Right,
Sticky moment. Yeah, it's a sticky moment.
I'm trying to take on Paulino. Which monsters do I actually need to this area with? Because I need one that can fly and swim.
You don't need to fly yet. You'll unlock flight as you come along. In fact, you'll unlock everything as you come along here, so stop worrying
You know
about
what,
it.
Joe? Do you have like 40
Right,
seconds?
how long is this
I want to
episode?
stream
That
one
was
of this
the
one guy's voice lines to you.
The village was. Episode 5 will be 30 minutes long.
Okay, let me know when you can watch.
Give me a sec, just jumping into the cob cord. Okay, I'm here.
What's this?
Please attack Zeomatrix's energy collection.
I'm showing him the voice acting for this one character.
The target.
I wonder if
is the
Ahmed will
Retina
come along and start
installation
ranting
in the
again.
Hellas Plain. Solar devices blanket the area, collecting sunlight and converting it.
That's
into
amazing.
energy for use
think it's
in
worse.
major Martian cities. The goal is to undermine the public trust in Zeomatrix by destroying their ability
Right, since
to
no one's on
supply
PSN anymore,
necessary
I'll
commodity.
turn it off.
Power. Destroy the facility and all Retina devices. The facility is guarded by cannons and a squadron of fighter planes. Therefore, we will be attacking at night, when we should encounter less resistance. We will also be assembling an MT support team to...
Wait, actually, there's one more you actually have to find. Because if I can find it, you have to listen to how this guy says the words lava and volcano.
I love a volcano.
Head to the old
Oh, here.
bridge.
Hold on. Okay, this guy. Yes, here it is.
Head to the old bridge in the Tread Special Environment Zone. The bridge is a remnant left over from the first terraforming. It's now occupied by Zeomatrix. We have no idea why Zeo has entered this zone, but we have jurisdiction over the old facilities, and unauthorized corporate encroachment will not be tolerated. Eliminate all corporate MTs. This will serve as a warning to them. This area is very high in temperature due to its exposure to lava released from a nearby volcano. The roads are badly
Just
damaged, but
That's incredible.
Raven,
This guy didn't even need an accent. He could just talk normally like you're reading off a
It
piece
was
of paper.
incredible.
But that's apparently too much for them.
Why would you want to talk?
Find people like
I pressed the wrong button. I meant to cancel what I was sharing to you, and just left the Discord entirely. Sorry, as you were saying, Joe.
Why would you want to talk normally when you can put on a bad fake accent?
You can always get a voice changer.
You don't need a voice changer. Just speak like a normal human being.
It's been 14 hours since we last received a transmission from the PAX water generation. Satellite imagery shows an
Anything, I'm
extreme
glad to get myself some new
temperature
controllers.
rise in the facility. So if the temperature exceeds the threshold, the water generation plant head to the
Had a
facility.
shaft now you're not
and
feeling in
stop the
control.
increase by we have already discovered who is behind.
Alright, since I have to take down Paluma, I can spend that time exploring.
Main system.
And then
Engaging
record
combat
when
mode.
I get to the Paluma.
The reactor's core temperature is still rising. Destroy the control devices. If you can get the cooling system to work.
Gate check.
Well, time to play to Persona 5.
I'm fighting a Brachydios.
Have fun. Try not to get punched.
That's the emergency cooling system. It should still work.
My Nestilla's doing good against it.
Oh, that's good.
So Brachydios doesn't have its theme.
No. Does it need its theme?
Yeah. Bracadillo's theme is awesome.
I know they'll have kept it from the first game. Bracadillos has one of the funniest finishing moves ever. Oh my god, Nursilla, you beast. My Nursilla just killed it with Blast Blight.
Wait, why did your Nursilla have Blast Blight?
Why wouldn't my Nursilla have Blast Blight?
Because it's a Nursilla! It doesn't have Blast!
I put some Blast onto it from Congalala.
And only Charlotte Nursilla can learn that.
No Nursillas can learn that. I said I just put it on from a Congalala. If you want Blast Blight, you have to use Congalala, or just get some Congalala eggs and use their genes on different monsters.
What? The video's only doing 65%. What?
My Nursilla beat a Bracadillos with its own blast.
Also, it seemed like Jeff started, started a session. For World?
Yeah, he's playing with the new guy. Jeff's looking for any reason to play Monster Hunter.
Which, I don't blame him. The other Monster Hunter games aren't in the best condition.
What do you mean? 4U's in the best condition of its life?
I'm not meaning the 4U. 4U is the pinnacle Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and then, in fact, modern Monster Hunter has made 4U look even more appealing.
Indeed.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
Random sound effects from this old ass game.
Hell, 4U's starting to look like that one girl at school you wish you'd asked out, who now looks even better than she did when you last saw her.
Because 140 chicken?
Because time has now passed and you can respect 4U for being gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
Oh my god, really? The first den I go into after beating a Bracadillos gives me a Bracadillos egg?
Did it retreat or did you kill it?
I killed it, it didn't retreat, but there was a rare den next to where it was.
An LCC facility located.
And now I can hatch my own Dio!
Resource and the building of private.
I can get my very own Dio.
System. Engaging test mode.
If I want my own Dio, that is.
Don't you want a Dio? Got Dio? Get
Maybe.
Dio. God, that was an
maybe
awful
not.
show.
It depends on how useful Dio is in this area.
I am going to assume he can dig.
But I already have a digging monster.
The White Manablos?
Yeah. That thing digs holes.
I'm going to assume that there's something that has quote-unquote surf.
Yeah, all the Leviathans except for Mizutsune, apparently.
Except for Mitsutsune.
Yeah, I'm still mad. I'm still mad about that. Why can't Mizu swim?
You are requested to attack Liebel underwater base.
Mizu should be able to swim. It literally generates its own water so that it can swim on land.
The ocean is a public resource, and the building of private facilities is restricted.
And yet apparently it can't swim in this game.
Facilities' true purpose is unknown. But the reports are
Wait, so you can't even... So you can't cross water with it? What?
No, you can't cross water on a Mizutsune's back. It sounds dumb, doesn't it?
As much as possible in
Can you
which
do
there
it?
is
Can you,
no
can you
need
do it
to
with
be
Lord
conceited.
Roth and the Guy Crystal?
Yeah.
So why not
The only-
Mr. Well, why not Mr. Sune then?
I know! It makes no sense!
Main
They're all
system.
fucking water
Engaging combat mode.
leviathans.
Make my Mizu swim!
Make me super again.
Mizitsune is without a doubt the best Leviathan in the game if you want to use a Leviathan, and yet it can't swim.
Have you tried asking it
Fucking
nicely?
sucks balls.
Its ability is dash, which means that it can run really fucking fast.
Can you ride it like a Pokemon? Or like a bike,
Yeah.
I guess? Okay, then there
Yeah,
you go. This one, the Mitsutsume is your ground transport.
True, because I'm going to be replacing my Tigrex soon. I want to get something better than Tigrex.
Mitsutsume.
Mizitsune fills a different niche. It's my technical attacker at the minute. Because tech monsters aren't very good, as a general rule of thumb. Like, they have really good support moves, but not many good attacks. Mizitsune is the only technical attacker that I've come across so far. And when it comes to tech support, I've got Shrouded Nursilla, who literally does every form of support. So I've got one that's tech focused and does support, one that's tech focused and does attacks, and then I've got 2 power mons and 2 speed mons. But ideally I want to replace the Tigrex because it offers me nothing unique to my team at the minute. Because its 2 abilities are to roar, which the Monoblos can do, and to climb vines, which Nursilla can do. So I really want to replace Tigrex with something.
Oh my god, a game that uses physics. If I freaking knock down wires into the goddamn water, I shock myself. Actually, is it me, or do like less games use like actual physics when they're freaking, you know, making a game?
A lot of games don't use physics when they're making games. But then again, physics is why people hated the underwater combat in 3rd gen Monster Hunter.
Special species Blue Yankaku.
Because believe it or not, humans aren't adapted to swim fluidly through water.
You're lying. I don't believe you.
The average human doesn't have the same mobility underwater as an underwater leviathan or dragon. And yet people got mad because, oh, underwater combat clunky.
You're playing Monster Hunter. The whole game is clunky.
Cannot unlock it.
Right, I need
Yo, have you heard the pretty sure you haven't, but have you heard about the Saddam Hussein memes?
Oh god, a lot of them, yes.
Yeah, Yasna showed me a few.
My favorite are the where they change the Where's Waldo for Saddam Hussein. And then one of them it replaced it with actually Groudon, and it was just a giant Groudon.
Well, I'm just like more curious, like how the heck the meme came to be.
Because
Well,
someone.
Where's my Brachydios greatsword?
Gate check. Cannot unlock it. Gate check.
They're gonna have Brachydios. They should be Razor Brachydios.
I need new armor. This Blue Yankaku's. It's killing me.
I'm actually very confused because I'm being really freaking stupid right now.
Can you not?
Gate check. Cannot unlock it. Gate check. Cannot unlock it.
How do I get this stupid door open?
Right, there's a new attack type that Legiona starts special attack.
Ear rape. This time from an elevator door. Something wrong with this game. The sounds constantly break. This is actually physically painful.
Right side. At least it's not from the the helicopters anymore.
This might actually be worse.
I said look on the bright side. What part of look on the bright side are you struggling with?
What bright side? This is worse.
Look on the bright side, Yasuda.
There is no bright side, there's just the loud side.
Look on the bright side.
No, I don't think I will.
Have you tried looking on the bright side?
I can't look on something that doesn't exist.
I've got a lot of Astalos now.
Oh, thank God it finished. Still don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go, though.
Blue Yakaku retreating.
I tried it 5 times to freaking break the goddamn door lock and it didn't work. I do it like another 6th time, it finally works. I'm actually kind of annoyed.
What armor set shall I find next?
Oh, baby Bracky's adorable.
What colour egg is Blue Yakaku?
What's the first word in its name?
First word.
Well, I can't tell what egg I'm
Chicken.
carrying.
No, guys, can I open the floor to you? What is the first word in the name Blue Yankuku?
I'm going to have to say yellow.
You understand now?
Yeah, yellow.
I'm doing.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Hey, Light's not here, man.
Well, he's not the only one that's 30.
Yeah, true. We've got a lot of 30-year-olds nowadays.
I'll use old men.
I wonder, does the amiibo functionality work with all amiibos, or does it just have to be the Monster Hunter ones?
That's a good question. I don't have the answer.
Well, I'm about to test it.
I'm going to assume that the actual amiibos are generating a code.
Fire an amiibo, I guess.
I've got the Smash amiibos because me and the boys used to we used to do money matches with them. We used to actually train up amiibos on Smash Bros. And then bet money on our own amiibos. It was actually kind of fun.
Where will it go?
It can be any amiibo. Doesn't have to be Monster Hunter ones. You get items by doing it, by scanning amiibos. That's interesting.
Yeah, items.
Yeah, in-game items.
So that means they can be used over and over?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's a cute little animation too.
Mission complete. Return to base. System error. Radar functions failing. Chemical particles have become attached to your AC. You won't be able to use your radar for a while. Be careful.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No, it's all me that reminds me. Rupert, like, the Eagles being roasted because what happened after the game, their football game.
A lot of things happened after the football game.
Should I say soccer?
A lot of things happened after
Vicky died.
What? Wait, who died?
If there's one lesson the British footballers taught us, it is that racism happens no matter what.
Can't wait to be done with this stupid level. Ear rape is every single door.
Have you tried using the wall instead of the door?
I can't do that, unfortunately.
This is Assault Dog.
But you're in a mech. Can you not blast a hole in the wall instead?
No, the walls are like 10 plus foot thick of solid steel.
He's just a guy sent by Emerald. Get rid of him.
You Americans measure everything in feet, and yet you call me the pervert.
I mean, feet was made by Britain first, sir. We just followed it afterwards and didn't change with you. Feet was... So the measurement of feet was originally equal to the current British monarch's actual foot. What is your comment to that joke?
Don't tell Keith.
Why? Then would Keith want to become the British monarch to have his foot measured?
Probably.
What are you talking about? I can't hear Yasna.
Nothing,
yes or no, Keith.
No,
answer
tell
the
me
question.
now.
Yes or no, Keith.
We're just
answer the
talking
question.
about feet.
Nope, Keith has to answer now. Yes or no.
He can't hear you.
What do you mean he can't hear me?
He can't hear you.
Can you hear me
He's
fine?
old. You know, he has hearing problems.
I can hear you.
He needs to get his hearing aids checked.
Can Keith not hear
More
Shappy
like he's
either?
fucking muted me.
What?
Or have you muted him?
No, I can hear him just fine.
I can hear him fine.
Yasuna can hear you, but you can't hear Yasuna.
Whose fault that is? Certainly not mine.
Might want to get your hearing aids checked, Drew.
I don't know what
I'm not
spawned.
old,
Yes,
fuck off.
I just love how thanks to Light we have spawned a bunch of old man memes.
It's his fault for being an old man.
But you got a lot of gray hairs.
Emergency situation. We have verified that an LCC attack team is invading Zeo, our corporation's central city.
There wouldn't be old man memes if there weren't old men in the party.
Exactly.
We've lined up defenses to thwart any ground or sea-based forces, but we require the services of a Raven to stand by on the roof of the building and attack enemy forces as you encounter them. We've readied a resupply helicopter. The LCC must...
main system. Engaging combat mode.
Aerial squadron approaching. They're here as expected.
Here.
Is it unbearable?
ID unknown. That's an unidentified AC.
So you're the Raven Ramil was talking about.
Oh, now finally something's got crossed.
Attention all units. Do not let the AC escape.
I've encountered my first desert salter screen.
Oh my god, one of the enemies actually fell off the roof and died. Freaking amazing.
Mission objective achieved.
Yeah, that was a dumb.
3 enemies were airdropped out of a plane over the roof. Somehow it managed to not only somehow not fall straight down, it went over the edge and died, so I didn't have to shoot it. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Oh, and I've been missing a bunch of these. Still love how this game takes the time to send you a set aside message area to tell you that there's something new inside the inside the shop full of hundreds of items, but doesn't tell you what it is. There's something new in the shop, go find it.
But if you didn't know there was something new, then you wouldn't know that there was something new.
But you don't know what's new! There's no feasible way to know what is new in that shop.
So what
unless you already purchased everything, because you can't get everything more than once.
Who knew what was new? If only you knew what was new.
Actually, I think I just finished every single level. I just have to get something that's hidden somewhere, which I know exactly where it is, and to get it requires losing. Because they've done this to me 4 times now.
Have you tried not winning?
No, that's actually basically it. It's just guard this item. But to finish the game, I have to pick up the item. But that also makes me lose.
Monkey flip.
We've learned that Blacktail is the turf. Be sure.
Exactly what I wanted, an Emerald Congalala egg.
So you got what you were looking for?
Yeah, now I can buff my Nurcilla.
Arrived at the target area. Commencing
Congratulations.
I feed a spider monkeys to make the spider stronger.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
Engaging combat mode.
I will not lie though, that game does seem fun.
Enemy attacks can come from any direction. Be prepared.
It is fun.
Let's see if I can go a
Also-
single level with planes without getting ear raped by planes.
Also, because of Kongalala's genes, my Nacilla shoots a mysterious yellow fluid out of its abdomen.
I mean, it's a spider, so I'm not gonna say anything about that.
It's rather questionable, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
God, conchus are assholes.
Also, hello to the one person who's for some reason watching this.
This is Blacktail. I'll be arriving soon.
Reinforcements verified. AC catastrophe verified. Commence attack. Keep in mind, your primary objective is to guard the train.
That's a new monster.
What does it look like? Hypnocatrice isn't in the game. What does it look like?
That's the one that's summoning other monsters.
That's Kurapika.
Kurapika.
I never saw Kurapika, but I know what Kurapika is.
Hypnocatrice.
Mission failed. System switched to normal mode.
Dude, Kurapika is so cute.
Yeah, it was sleeping. I got an egg. But I'm not sure what monster it belongs to.
What color is it?
Humble bird wyvern egg. It is
There we go, 100%.
pink with red dots.
It sounds like a Yankuk coup.
So what you're saying is he's got a Yankut coup.
He's got a chicken egg, so we know what came first.
Actually,
need to kill
there
three
is
of
also another way to do that.
these quest.
You could just order both a chicken and an egg off of Amazon and find out which one gets to your house first. And yes, before you say anything, someone did that already. Surprisingly. Well, time to change to the next game because I finished that one.
Yeah, when are you gonna finish the game, Yasuna?
Apparently just then.
Which almost says
I guess I should also end the